Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I know I look weird. I was trying to do some Halloween makeup, but seems like I'm not good at that either. So, as you can read in today's video, I'm gonna tell you some of the most popular horror stories from my country. In my country, this is called leyenda or mito, and I'm from Venezuela. Venezuela is in Latin America. It's really small. It's not. We're not that small. Anyway, so I pick my favorite ones, or at least the ones that I like the most. I'm lying. I don't like. I'm a baby chick. I get scared very easily, so I don't like horror stories. But these ones are like the most popular in my country. And I'm sorry if you can hear other noises, but my babies are upstairs, so sorry. Let's start with everybody's favorite, La Llorona. La Llorona is really popular all over Latin America. I think every Latin American country have their own story of La Llorona. And today I'm going to tell the two versions that I know, that is the Mexican one and the Venezuelan one. La Llorona, in the Venezuelan version, is a story about a little girl, maybe she was 13, 14, who falls in love with a man from the army, a soldier. This man leave her pregnant, and of course she was just a kid, and this was a man, and he left her, he just disappeared. This young girl can deal with the fact that she's having a baby, and when she get this baby, it's a girl, and she cries so much. She is always crying. She's a crybaby. So she drive her mother insane, and this girl can't take it anymore, and she kill her daughter, like choke her, I think is the name. And of course it was because the baby cried so much that drive her crazy. And La Llorona did not know what she was doing, and when she finished, when she already killed her, she like realized what happened, and then she started to cry and cry and cry so much that people from the town come to see what just happened. And when they find out, they curse her, they put a curse on her, and she ran away. And since then she never come back again. She just disappeared. But people from my country say that you can hear her crying in the night, looking for her daughter. She comes most of the time for men who live women. She have a purpose in my country. Actually, you can tell to your kids, if you're a bad man, La Llorona gonna come for you. If you don't listen to your mom, La Llorona is gonna come for you. It's kind of crazy stuff. In the Mexican version, it's a story about a girl, again, who get pregnant for a man from the army. Again, I think so. I'm not sure. I'm not Mexican. But the point is that she had 2 kids. With these 2 kids, she loved them so much. She loved them so much. But it seems like this man also disappeared. Just left her, and she get truly insane, and she take her 2 kids to a river and drown him. She just killed them both. Again, she is not like in her sense. She's just don't know what's happening until she finish. She just realized what happened. She can deal with it, and she killed herself. Once again, you can see her or listen to her in the streets. She's crying. Where? ¿Dónde están mis hijos? Mis hijos. Quiero mis hijos. Horrible. Moving on to La Sayona. La Sayona is also really popular. It's not the same that La Llorona. La Sayona is about a woman. She was a little bit crazy. She was sick with jealousy. She was possessive, and she thought that her husband and her mother was in a relationship, that he was cheating on her. That was not true, of course. They say these stories are really, really, really old. So I can't say if it's true or not, but it seems like it was a lie. She just was so sick, and she really thought that her own mother was with her husband. That was kind of messed up. In one night, she gets so crazy that she murdered her husband and her mother. So in the moment that the mother was in pain, the mother was dying, she cursed her and told her that she can never go in heaven and she must stay in earth for eternity. So the trick of this woman is that she go out in night and she is so beautiful. She's so attractive. It's like a mermaid. She's so beautiful that men feel attracted for her and follow her. She walks really slowly. In Spanish, Venezuela, sayo is like a dress for sleep. That's why it's called la Sayona. Sayo, the dress for sleep. Yona, just because it's a woman. So she have a dress. She have like the things that the bride have when they're gonna marry here. So you can barely see her face, but what you can see is that she's beautiful. She's incredibly beautiful. And men follow her because of course she's like trying to have sex with him. And then when they are alone, she take off the veil, I think it's the name, the thing that cover her, and she's not beauty. She's horrible, incredibly horrible. She have a huge tits like this, and she make a particular scream that make the men like can't hear anymore, and she killed them. They say that when you see her, because of course you can recognize her for the dress, el sayo, you must run. There is no other way you can save yourself more than running away from her. There is other story, pretty much similar to the La Sayona, and it's about a woman. It's called Bolefuego. It means fireball. It is about a woman too who was incredibly beautiful in life, one of the most beautiful women in El Llano. I want to let you know that all these ghosts, all these phantoms, all these demons come from El Llano. El Llano is a place in my country, it's in the countryside. The truth is that in the past, well, you can still find people like this, of course, but it's not like the normal thing. In the past, in El Llano, was like the countryside, so people was really mean, and men were really mean with women, and women were incredibly possessive, like crazy possessive. So this story is about Bolefuego. Candelaria, a woman, was incredibly beautiful. She was the most beautiful woman in El Llano. She get a husband, Esteban, I think it's called like that, and he was incredibly handsome too, but he was a player. He was a player, he was a party man, he always wanted to go out. Normal Llano man, to say it like that, a regular one. The thing with this woman, Candelaria, is that she is pretty possessive too. She can't deal with the fact that her husband is a player. So one night he told her that he have to go to work to another place, really far from home. So she can deal with it. She pretends that everything is okay, and then she go and make a dinner, and in this dinner she put poison. She poisoned. He died, and with her 2 little sons, she put it in the backyard. And then time passed. Of course, there are a lot of men that want to marry with her again. She just don't care. She just don't want them. she just take like her mother place. She just with her sons. When the time passed, the first son grew up, and of course he's really handsome too. And he have a lot of girls who wants to be with him, but the mother get crazy possessive and she don't let him date anybody. Then the second son grew up too, and he's incredibly handsome too, and again a lot of women want to date him, but the mother is crazy possessive. She don't even let them go out of home. She's possessive. So the time passed, and of course she get old, she dies, and God, when she faced to God, God knows what she just done, and he punished her by the fact that she never let her sons find love. So Bolefuego is a fireball. She just appears in front of men who cheat again, because why not? And she just kill people. But they say that if you find her in the street, you must start to curse, like say a lot of bad words, and then she will go, because if you pray and if you ask for God's help, she just gonna get bigger. The fire is gonna get bigger. Moving on to, in my country, everybody's favorite but mine. This is the most horrible one. I hate this story since I was a kid. Like, what the fuck? It's a story about El Silbon. El Silbon was a young man. El Silbon means the man who whistle, or the whistle man. So El Silbon is a story about a young man who one day went home and he watched his father hitting his mom. The father, after he realized that his son saw him, started to say things like, she deserved it, she never do anything good. Then of course the young man cannot handle it and he kills his father. After he kills him, the grandfather of this young man saw everything and he called police. When police arrived, he put a curse in the young man, the grandfather, and the police, this is a really old story, the police put him in a tree and started to whiplash, shouting at me. So after they whip his off, they put some garlic in his back, and after that police let him go. Of course he was totally destroyed. The grandfather, like he didn't have enough, he let go his dog and tell the dog to bite him to death. The dog bite him until he dies. This particular ghost scares the shit out of me because he made a particular sound, a whistle. That's why he called El Silbon. The thing with this Silbon is that I hate it so much. The whistle goes like do 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 do. Is that after you can hear my little girl crying, then you can feel the effects of creepy stuff. Sorry, I can't do anything about it. La Llorona, pues. So, the thing is that after he make this whistle, he normally going to kill you. But the thing that scares me the most is because I remember that the first time that I hear this story, I was 6 years old, I think, 6, yeah. And I was in school, and my teacher put this CD, because these stories come with music, our national music. So she put the CD, we listened to it. This day was raining too much, there were thunders, and when he finished his whistle, a thunder, and that like that was horrible for me. I cried for hours. I was calling for my mom, and since that day, I hate that ghost. I hate this man like a lot of mom. Like, so the thing with the Silbon is that he had in his bag a bag with the bones of his father, the body of his father. And when you hear him, there's a trick. When you hear the if you hear it very close, like here, he's really far away. You don't need to worry because he's already too far. But if you hear it too far away, like almost you can hear it, he's here, he's going to kill you. Some people say that if you see him, he sits in the backyard of your garden. A lot of Venezuelan houses have garden. We call it porche, I think, I'm not sure. And he started to count the bones of the father. So they say that if you can hear it whistle, he just left, he just was there. But he don't whistle, one of the family members will die. I really hate this shit. Latino shit are like crazy. I try my best to not make it creepy, to not make it scary, because I'm a baby and I get scared very easily. So I always try my best to, when I talk about horror stories or stuff, try to make it sound like a normal story. And it's important you to know that all these ghosts, all these phantoms have a purpose. You tell this to your kids, like if you do this, the silbón is gonna come for you. For example, bad sons, like when you're a bad son, a bad daughter, and you really rude to your parents, people told you El Silbón is gonna come for you because you're a really bad son, stuff like that. In Latin America we have a lot of creepy. We have a game. It's with pencils. You're gonna have 2 pencils and your friend's gonna have 2 pencils too, and you put it like this together. It's like 4. So you ask for her name, in this case Sarita, because it's the only bitch that I know, and you ask for her, and of course you make some stupid questions like, does Bobby from 2nd floor love me? Because you're really young. The last time that I played this game I was 12, I think. Yeah, I think I was 12 years old. So you basically do this, and the creepy stuff about this is that you need to ask if you can in or out of the game. So imagine a little girl with, I don't know, 9 years old, 8 years old, saying, can I go out of the game? And that creepy shit, like, no, you can't go out. That was like horrible, I swear to God. It's like, you can't go out, never. It's horrible. But yeah, that was everything for today's video. Thanks again for watching. This is not an ASMR like with a lot of background sounds, but I would like to make some stories for my country to tell to you. I really miss my country. But anyway, that was everything for today's video. I hope you like it. Let me know if you want me to tell some German creepy stories that I know kind of a little bit too much. And see you in the next video. Happy Halloween!